Hello and welcome to today's yin for the liver meridian. I have just completed a 9-day liver cleanse and I feel fantastic. My stomach doesn't feel bloated anymore and I feel like all of my organs are clean. So if you're interested in learning more about the 9-day liver cleanse, reach out to me. And I will send you some information. The 9-day liver cleanse is done in 3 phases. First 3 days are cutting back on fats and helping your liver to feel unburdened and getting it to relax a little bit, and then the next 3 days are for it to dig deep and to start to clear out some of its deep reserves of years of chemicals and all the things that it holds on because the body can't process. So they're in your storage of the liver, and these all come up, and in the final 3 days the liver is releasing these. So you are cleaning out your liver and clearing out your stomach and all of your organs. So it's just a really wonderful feeling. And now I feel like this temple is so sacred, I don't want to put anything nasty into it. So I'm very careful with what I'm eating at the moment, and it's only day 10, so it's the next day after. But without further ado, let's check in. All of these yin poses are to help to open up the yin liver meridians, and these poses will be held for between 3 and 5 minutes each. And this is just a nice, quick and easy class just to help to move along and to open up the liver meridians of the body. So let's check in. Bring the hands together in front of heart center, pressing the thumbs together, and then press the base of the thumbs into the center of the chest and elongate your collarbone, relaxing the eyes. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Just feel into your breath. So feel your sit bones connected to the floor. Relaxing the weight of your body. Gently feeling into your breath. And take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, letting go. We want to center ourselves, so focusing on your liver organ itself, which is underneath the right rib, the right side of the body. And feeling gratitude into the liver. We're going to take a deep breath in, and as we exhale, we're going to do a silent Om and send that Om sound, healing sound, into the liver. So just doing that with intention. Inhale. Beautiful. And the first pose that we're going to do is we're going to take the soles of the feet out in front of us and sitting on a cushion, and just getting your legs comfortable, whether they want to be further out in front or closer in. Take a breath in, and it doesn't matter where they are, even if they're up here. We're still going to work through the liver meridian, which runs down the seam line of the inside of the thigh. So take a breath in and out. Let go of the legs first. And if you find that they're pulling quite tight and it's really difficult for you to relax, you can place a couple of cushions underneath the legs to support the legs, if that works for you, so that you can just relax. So yin is about letting go of the tension. So we don't want the muscles to be contracted. And that's too supported for me. Breathing in and out. Now if you find that you can't sit upright in this position, you can take your hands behind you and just letting go of the inside of those legs. Otherwise we're going to work ourselves forward, so just letting go of the weight of the head. Softening. Breathing. The liver meridian begins on the inside of the big toenail. So if you wanted to squeeze your big toes as you're in this pose, just applying pressure right on the corner of the toenail. And if you find that letting the head drop forward is too much for you, you can put something underneath the front of your head to rest the head. But essentially what you want to do is to feel that you can soften the body, that there's no resistance in the body. And a large part of yin is the breath from the inside. So expanding your lungs and then exhaling and emptying completely. And we scan the body to see if there's somewhere else that we can soften more. Where can you be softer in your body? Feeling into the health and the intelligence of your liver. And today it's the 4th day of spring here in Australia. And spring is the season for the liver meridian, the liver chi. And the liver likes to move with changes.
be like new growth in spring, strong and adaptable. When we do spring cleaning, we create space for change and to be able to adapt and take on new things. And so too in the body, if you clean out your liver, clean out your organs, rather than them being packed away with and clogged and stagnant with chemicals and old storage from years of eating the wrong foods, poisons in the forms of sprays and chemicals in the foods that you eat and the drinks that you drink and the environment that you're in. And the liver stores this inside. I'm just coming into the end of this pose, taking 3 beautiful deep breaths. And as you come out of the pose, always move very gently.
You may experience some intense sensations in the body after coming out of a yin pose. We are stressing the fascia, the connective tissue. So we're now going to come into the next pose. And the next pose is called frog pose. And putting something sideways so that you can open up your knees to support the knees. Opening the knees out to the side and maybe having a bolster for you to hold on to. And remembering that the liver channel starts at the inside of the big toenail and it crosses over the top of the foot and runs up the inside of the lower leg. And it comes up the seam line, all the way up the seam line and then into the crease here. It goes in and around the genitals and then it comes up to the side of the body and it ends on the outside here on the rib cage, sort of in line with the nipple. That's liver 14 right there. You might be able to feel a point there that's quite tender. So you can also stimulate that. And there's another liver point on the second knuckle of the big toe and the second toe. So that is that's liver 3 right there. So that can also be stimulated to help to release any stagnation in the liver channel. There are other ones on the insides of the legs, but we're going to work through those. So just bringing the knees apart and the insides of the feet on the floor. So you can come into child's pose, or you can come up higher, knees out wide. And remember, you want to feel this along that inner seam line of the thigh. And bring your bolster down and support yourself as you allow softening the buttocks. Remember, if you've gone too deep, to come back a little. And liver channel in frog's pose can come all the way forward if that suits you as well. So you want to find the target area which is inside the seam line of the thigh. So that everybody's bones are shaped differently. and their flexibility is different. So you may be in this position, and essentially see if you can find where that best works for you. And then we're going into the pose. Breathing in and exhaling. Inhale to expand. And exhale to soften. And as we reflect and send love to our liver with so much gratitude that it constantly is working so intensely at saving us every day. The liver is sending fats in to capture excess sugar in the blood. It's helping to filter the blood. It's helping to prepare us for what we're going to eat next. It is the only organ in the body that, if it is damaged, it can grow back. And the emotion for the liver channel when it is stagnant is anger. So if you have a liver that is suffering, you may get a little bit agitated or a little bit cranky. And you may feel resistance in the body, inhaling into that and just softening the body. Exhaling, soften the buttocks, soften the feet. Breathing in and exhaling to soften, to release. Coming into the last 30 seconds of the pose, so just inhale nice and deeply. Exhale to release. Inhale again. Exhale. Inhale one last time. Exhale. And very gently coming out of the pose. And just surrendering in a counter pose. next pose that we're going to come into is working through the tops of the feet. So you may not be able to sit on your feet, and if your feet naturally curl forward quite a lot, it might be good for you to roll up something underneath the front of the feet and put that underneath the feet just to support them. Essentially, we want to get through the tops of the feet, so flattening the tops of the feet down on the floor and coming back on the tops of the feet, supporting your body, breathing in and out. We're only going to be here for 2 minutes in this pose. Another version of this pose is to put a bolster under the front of the knees to support the knees, or you can hold on to your knees. You want to open up through the fronts of the feet, the top of the feet, breathing in and out. 2 minutes. Nice long breath. And remember, if it gets a little too intense, by all means, come out of the pose, support yourself wherever you need to be. Stimulating into the tops of the feet, especially that liver 3-point. Just trying to find comfort in the discomfort, resisting to move. And gently coming out of that pose. Coming onto your hands and knees, take the feet up and just rotate those feet. Very nice. And then coming into a seated position. This was just a quick little in for the liver. And bringing the hands together in front of your heart center. Take a breath into the lungs. Exhale. And take a deep breath into your liver. And just smile into the liver. Exhale. And we inhale to close to Om. Inhale. In all of us is a place of love and light and truth and happiness. And when we are in this place together, we are all the same. Namaste. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having
Having me. Happy liver.